Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century.
But why are we teaching our kids to be afraid of the police? Like I be hearing football coaches say, "Y'all don't just do whatever they tell you to do." What if it's wrong? What they trying? What if they tell you to do something?
Put it this way: as a pragmatic matter, pick your fight. If you can avoid the need for fight by following somebody's instructions who's got a gun, do it. Most of the people the coach is talking to are not going to be packing. And if they are packing and it ain't legal, they're going to go to jail. So if you're legal, you're cool, you got a backup. If somebody shoots you like they did that legally armed man, then you shoot back.
Right.
You're defending yourself. You're going to die anyway. That's the deal.
Yes.
Be legal. Don't break the law. But don't sit there and let somebody else kill you breaking the law.
Don't worry about okay, it's the situation with black women in Texas and the law. Like you hear what Sandra Bland happened to her a couple years ago. Then a lady, Pamela Turner, who got shot by the police. I mean, like you a judge.
I saw that thing.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Could they have been avoided?
Thing with Pamela Turner.
Yeah.
That cop had no justification for shooting her. He was Hispanic, by the way, not just ordinary white. He had no reason to shoot her, and he's a coward because he was scared. And what she did was turned his taser on him. Now, the taser is supposed to be what? A non-lethal device.
Right.
So if he's using the non-lethal device on this woman and she uses it on him, then what the hell is he doing using lethal force on her?
I just think he felt embarrassed about the situation that this woman was able to take him.
He might have been. But then again, the woman went way out of line. She's been believing this propaganda that she can hang with trying to jack some full-grown man. It ain't going to happen.
He just should have waited for backup then. Would she just call for backup? You couldn't. I mean, it's unfortunate.
She didn't have backup, and her best thing was is the video had sound to it. She should have just shut up. See, women have been looking at too much Xena Warrior Princess and Wonder Woman and all that nonsense, and they get foolish. What is it? Underworld Part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Well, what about Sandra Bland? You think she was at fault for the situation getting out of hand?
It ain't a matter of somebody being at fault. It's just if you aren't ready to die at the moment and you don't have anything to fight back with, be diplomatic.
I hear you on that, Judge. That makes a lot of sense.
I've seen women diffuse situations that were getting pretty bad. But, you know, you may even remember when if a lady walked in the room, everybody that was cussing, shut up. Man, there's a lady in the room.
Right.
Dude's mama just came in. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Now they keep cussing because the woman is probably going to cuss worse than they do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yes, sir.
Don't let anybody walk over you. But if you aren't holding anything, what the hell are you acting like you are?
See, this is another thing. That's why man training is so important for these young guys. I mean, guys getting their emotions and be thinking like women when it comes to such like that. You got to know how to...
Let me give an example of stupid behavior or thinking. And it isn't just us. I had a Japanese friend when I was in college. And I ran into him at the L.A. County Museum. We didn't intend to meet up, but I just ran into him. So we were talking about this thing with Japanese Zeros in World War II. Japanese Zeros were very maneuverable, but they had no armor to protect the pilot, and a lot of them got killed by a stray bullet that had it hit an American fighter plane, wouldn't have done anything to the pilot. He might have had to bail out, but he wouldn't have been dead. So this guy is telling me about, you know, Bushido and all that. I said, man, that's some bullshit. Let me show you something. So you know what I did to him?
What you do?
And the reason he was down there is they had an exhibit of Japanese armor that the samurai wore. I pointed to a suit. I said, what the hell is that? He said, it's armor. I said, well, that's real Bushido, isn't it? Yeah, samurai, real samurai. I said, well, if they could wear armor to protect themselves from a stray sword cut, why the hell couldn't people trying to do Bushido in World War II have an armored fighter plane? And he said, shit, Joe, I never thought of that.
Wow.
So in other words, man, armor is not anti-Bushido because the real samurai wore some of the best armor ever made. He said, it looks like it, doesn't it? I said, you're damn straight. He said, I got to rethink what I've been thinking about that.
So what about if they kamikaze, though? Like, they didn't carry anyone.
Oh, didn't that scare the hell out of the white Americans?
Right. You kill me.
In other words, if you come over the 7th Fleet, we'll kill you. Yeah. I'm trying to die. Oh, shit.
That's like Vietnam, right? We couldn't kill somebody who wouldn't die.
Like Vietnam. So
okay.
That's the thing. World War II started off, they had this cartoon Japanese soldier who had these thick glasses on, little bitty guy, bow leg, buck tooth, and they made him look like he was a clown, right? And they wanted to think that. Those first guys that saw those bonsai charges, you know, that motherfucker said, that dude, he ain't like that. That's one badass son of a bitch. You know, treat him with respect. No, he's just old. You just wait till you get over there. Those bonsai charges scared the hell out of us. And when they started crashing those planes, those guided missiles with a human guided system into the ships, and I think they lost 8,000 or 9,000 dead soldiers, dead sailors, not counting the ones that were wounded. That scared the hell out of everybody. Said, oh, man, damn, you want us to go invade? And the Germans were bad enough, but the Germans would surrender. These guys don't surrender. Shit.
So they will come to A-bomb.
By the way, Japanese get respect now. Americans eat sushi, and kids don't play cowboys and Indians. They play samurai, and they don't learn how to box for the manly art of self-defense. They take karate.
There you go. Well, Judge,
change, and everybody got a Toyota, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Lexus, Infinity, something parked up in their driveway.
So they won in the end, it sounds like.
Yeah, but they got respect. Old white guy told me 40-some years ago, he said, Lloyd Brown, he said, thing wrong with black folk in America is they never fight back. They'll fight in our causes, but they never fight in their own. They name trains and places after engines, but they don't name nothing after Negroes. He said, but I was in the Battle of the Bulls fighting them Nazis. And there's a Mercedes-Benz sitting up in my driveway. There's a goddamn Toyota sitting up in there, too. And my brother got shot twice at Iwo Jima fighting them Japanese. But them some bad son of bitches. You don't mess with them, and them Germans was bad. But from what I hear, I'm glad I didn't have to deal with them Japanese because they was 2-3 times worse than them Germans. But they's got respect. That's why I don't particularly like it, but my wife loves her some sushi.
Wow. Yeah, sushi is very popular. You're right.
And, you know, Japanese eat hot dogs, and their national game is, guess what?
Baseball. Yeah. That's interesting how this stuff works.
Yeah.
Well, Judge Brown, I want to thank you so much for spending this time with us to talk about these very unique and interesting topics and subjects of the day. What's the best way for us to reach you if we want to get connected with the judge?
You can find me on Twitter at Judge Joe Brown TV, but I do not have a blue check, but that's me.
And you will respond back. I know I get a lot of
messing with me.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 10.9K followers, right?
Right.
So I checked. There's a way you can get the actual number, and it was 10,998.
Wow.
Then it went to 10,999. Then it dropped down to 10,991. Then down to 10,986. Then it jumped up to 10,998 again. Then it dropped back down. And then I started counting. I said, since it got to that one, there 29 people said they followed me since they reduced it, because I'll take a screenshot of it and look back.
Oh, wow.
1 minute after I got that, it said you have 29 new followers. So where did they go to? Let's see it running a con game.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a game, but you definitely got influence, Judge, because I know people be hitting my inboxes or call me and leave, like, LinkedIn messages about trying to get in touch with you, but I mean, you don't practice law like that. People want these, like, they got live cases right now. They, I need a judge. I'm in Virginia or somewhere. Like, I don't know if the judge want to take on the case. But
no, I can't practice law. I'd cuss some judge out now.
But that's the type of respect you get just based on the information you share via social media.
I know. But see, there's something wrong with these judges now.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I first started practicing law, old white judge was sitting up on the bench, and this white lawyer's down there, and the judge said, Mr. So-and-so, you got a problem with the coat? Well, with due respect to the coat, yes, sir, I certainly do. So, well, you know, let's call him George. You know, George, we can resolve this here. So, Allen, he sure as hell can. So, you going to meet me outside of Benton's? That was the club they had down off of an alley. Mm-hmm. Where the criminal justice center now is now. It used to be an alley, and there was some pubs off of there. So I showed up with some other lawyers. These old guys took their coats off, ties off, rolled up their sleeves, and started boxing, and they knew how to fight, too.
Mm.
It was punching it, and then they about had heart attacks from overstressing themselves, and people stepped in and said, all right, goddamn it, Al, you made your point. Yeah, George, shit, let's go get some goddamn beer. And they flipped corners to see who was going to buy the stuff.
Mm.
You don't have that now.
Oh, no.
They got punk asses on little young, started off as young, snot-nosed, arrogant, spoiled brat, born with a silver spoon up there behind prosecutors. And they become judges, young judges, and a racist ass are sitting up there just jamming us back with some of the worst injustice I've seen. That's why I got in trouble at juvenile court. I can't take that mess anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm too old to be listening to an ass sit up there and pontificate to me of nonsense. You know, it's like, I don't need to be there.
Wow. Well, you still are useful to humanity just by sharing your information and wisdom and knowledge with us via this technology. So we are.
Well, you know what happens. You're a hell of a football player. If you stay in the game, are you playing ball or are you being the coach?
Mm. Wow. Something to think about.
Or you were a hell of a soldier. After a while, you have stars on your epaulets or epaulet, and you get down there trying to go for bad, and like the troops told Grant, told Eisenhower, told Napoleon, said, sir, with due respect, would you get your ass the hell away from here? There are a whole lot of us that can die, and nobody will miss us except our kinfolk, but everybody in his army is dependent on you, so would you get the hell back?
Mm. Wow.
You the chess master. We just pawns.
Mm-hmm.
All kinds of things. You've been around, you see it. They don't want you for the work you can do. They want you for what's in your brain.
Mm.
I ain't getting paid for it, but I mean, I don't mind sharing it. In fact, I feel it's my obligation.
We thank you for sharing your beautiful mind with us, with the masses. We greatly appreciate it. And
well, it's been my pleasure. The old man got to pontificate a little bit. I hope some of you are shocked, but be motivated. You can't get anything, do anything, be about anything if you don't have the heart to have a to take a stand about something that's right. And if you don't have a cause, there's very little that you're going to hold right other than greed, you know? And that's not going to get you anywhere, even if you get the money.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you.
Do right. And what do they used to say? Since we touched on it, power to the people.
That's right. All power to the people all the time.
There you go.
Thank you, brother.
Anyway, I'm out of here, brother.
Thank you, Judge. We love you, man. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.